Hello, I'm Ishani and I'm glad that you stopped by. You know how beautiful no-line coloring looks and it gives such an artistic touch to any of the artwork. But it is not very common with digital stamps. I'm here today to show you how easy it is to do no-line coloring with digital stamps using just normal Microsoft Word. I'm using Floral Digital Stamp by Stamplerations, and you can check their website for lovely stamps, dies, digital stamps and many more products. I'm using their Heartfelt Rose single digital stamp, and once you select your stamps you can put them in your cart, go to your shopping cart and check out. For all the digital stamps you will receive them in your email address, which you can download and then open a Word file when you want to print them. So now I will open a Word file and will insert my image on the Word document. Once I insert the image, I like to extend the margins of the sheet so that no paper is wasted. You can click on one of the corners of this image and enlarge or reduce it. But you must not drag it from the middle point because that will distort the image. So don't do like this. I'm going to undo what I did, and now as per the design in mind, I increase the size. Now let's see how to make it a no-line coloring image. So I right click on my image and I go to Format Picture. On the right, these icons will show, and now I'll click on the picture and go to Picture Color. And now I'm going to recolor my image, and you see the icon you click gives different options of colored images. So here is one gray and another lighter gray and many other options. You can select as per your specification. So I take the lightest gray, going a little lighter with changing the color tone. You can also change saturation to the least or to the highest to change the color of the digital stamp if you are printing with a colored printer. I am taking a grey colored printout as it is more versatile. Let me show you how you can do some more modification with digital stamps. So I have inserted this tulip stamp from the Stamplerations sketched flowers, and I have other tulips which I have copied and put on my sheet so that it looks like a tulip field. And you see that the image here when superimposed looks same. But if you drag one corner of the image and bring it to the other side, you actually rotate the image and make it a mirror image. So that way when you put the two images together, they will not look like the same image but will give a little variation to the tulip field. I've also changed my image to grayscale for no line coloring effect. For the next card, I made a frame by inserting a rectangular shape and giving it dimensions of how big I wanted my card to be, and I changed the dimensions at the right corner above. Then I select No Fill for inside the rectangle. I insert my image, and now you can see that this will be the border of the card. And I place my flowers at two opposite corners. When you print out, you can cut the paper just at these lines for the size you selected initially for the rectangle. I again change the image so that I get a no line coloring effect with very light outlines of the flower visible. I printed out the grey flower on Neenah Classic Crest paper, 110 pound in weight, because I wanted to do Copic coloring. And before I go ahead, I just cut out this paper so that it's easy to handle and color. And anyways, I'll be fussy cutting it for the card. I'm going to speed up my coloring, showing you the numbers of the colors that I use on the screen. You can see the basic technique of coloring a no-line image is actually giving it a subtle line. Like here, I'm going around the printed image with a mid-tone marker. Then I add my shadows, and with the lightest color I add my highlights. I do not have all the Copic markers, but I have noticed that you can work around with the limited stash just by trying to look for darker, medium and lighter color, or bring in the grays for shadows. Like I'm using E09, which is actually a brown color but perfect for shadows for this rose. I also have only one lightest red, which is R000, So I'm making my own lighter tone by taking a little of R14 on my R000 tip and putting it on my image. I'll not bore you more with my coloring. I'll just cut it short, and this is how my Copic colored image looks. For adding more details, I have recently fallen in love with adding details with pencil colors, and I'm using 3 pencil colors for adding some more depth to my flower. I'm showing white pencil, but I would really not be using it because I think the highlights that I've left on the flower with the Copic markers look good, and maybe with the white pencil I'll spoil them. I'm a little scared to use it. So I'm using some deep reds and the bright red to add more dimension to the flower. And after the pencil coloring, I go ahead and color my leaves. I'm using 3 colors of Copics for coloring the leaves. I'll also color my leaves with pencil colors like I did for the rose. And this little flower that you see in between the leaves, I'm not sure if it is a rose. I think it's some other flower, so I will color it yellow. After I color my image, I fussy cut it around, and you see this extension of the yellow flower. I am not sure if I can cut it off nicely, so I just chop it off. I cut around so that that extension is not a part of my image. One more thing I like to do for all my fussy cut images is, if it is a stamped image, I go around with a black marker at the edges, and for a no line colored image like this, I go around with similar colors as of the image. So I go around the flower with red and with a green marker around my leaves. Now with the flower ready, it is time to assemble the card. I've taken a side folding note card which I've made with Craftangle Ruby Red cardstock, and a white color cardstock an inch smaller than my card base. I will have all the supplies linked in the description box below for you to check. Because the flower will take most of the room, I have planned to use the right bottom corner for my sentiment, and I'm stamping a sentiment from an old stamp set by Technique Tuesday. I love to have such open-ended cards which do not restrict them to any specific occasion. I adhere the white panel with foam tape on the red cardstock, and for the floral image too, I am using the same tape for adding some more dimension. I take few sequins to sparkle up my card, and here is a beautiful no line colored floral card with digital stamps. I hope this tutorial was useful for you, and next time you would not look for any Photoshop programs or applications to do no line colored printout, and would just switch on your computer, put on the Microsoft Word and print out what you like. I would also love you to visit my Instagram account where you can see many other cards along with this rose card that I made with the same digital stamp. So you see the beauty of digital stamps? You can change its size and change the look of a card. You can check my blog post to see other cards that I have made with digital stamps like this no line colored sunflower card. Also, you can get 20% off on the order if you use the discount code that I have mentioned below in the description box. Do not forget to check it out. You can also get a chance to win $15 gift code to Stamploration store by leaving a comment on my blog and on the Stamplorations blog. For more details, please visit my blog post that I'll be linking down in the description box. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you like my ideas and will try them yourself. Take care and happy crafting. Bye-bye.